Today I thought I would just share with you a get ready with me, sharing some newer makeup that I've been using over the past couple months, and some products have now become holy grail status for me. If you're not subscribed to my channel but you would like to be, don't forget to look down below and tap on that subscribe button, and if you do like this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. This might be a little challenging today because I'm actually sitting in front of a huge window, and it's not necessarily sunny today, but I feel like I'm squinting because it's been raining and it's just that super bright grayish sky, if that makes sense. So I apologize if it gets a little too bright or too dark. You know, I'm just using natural light sitting on the floor, so I hope it looks okay. Before I ever start my makeup, I like to apply a little bit of my City Lips. This will help plump up my lips. It'll help smooth out some of these lip wrinkles that I have, and especially if I'm gonna wear lipstick, it really makes a difference in how my lipstick looks because now my lips look a little bit fuller, not like I've had filler, you know, or injections in them, but it does make them look a little bit fuller and just smooth, not so wrinkly. For my foundation today, I'm going to use my Osmosis Performance Wear Satin Foundation, and this one is in the shade Golden Medium. I don't know if you can tell, but I do have a lot of yellow in my skin tone, so this is just a color that's perfect on my skin. This is my all-time favorite foundation. I cannot believe I waited so long to try this. It's a mineral-based foundation, and it says it has buildable coverage, but I think it leans more towards medium to full coverage. What I absolutely love, number one, it's a clean foundation, but it also has a lot of anti-aging ingredients in it. It has chamomile to help calm the skin. It has hyaluronic acid, which will help plump up the skin and add some hydration. And then it also has peptides as well. So this just isn't your basic foundation. This is kind of like skincare and makeup all in one. But what I absolutely love about this foundation, it literally looks like your skin when you have it on. So if you're looking for that medium to full coverage foundation, but you don't want to look like a cake face and, you know, have people know that you have piled on makeup to try to hide any imperfections, this literally will just look like you have beautiful, flawless skin. I do try not to get my foundation too close up underneath my eyes. If you're putting your skincare on, your sunscreen on, and then your foundation, and then a concealer and maybe a powder, and you're bringing it all the way up under the eyes, look at how many layers of product that is. And of course, you know, we have movement underneath our eyes, so of course it's going to start getting creasy and cracky. My concealer is really all I need to have underneath my eyes. I don't necessarily need to have my foundation under my eyes as well. For my under eye concealer and for my face concealer, I'm going to use this one by Fit Glow Beauty. This one was sent to me in PR, and I love this concealer. I just put a few little dots. I mean, you see where this little kind of the bag is right here. I don't pile on like a huge triangle of concealer, and with this one you don't have to. It's super creamy, so right here I just kind of put the concealer right underneath there because you can kind of see here if you fill in where that darker shadow is, that's really all I need for concealer, and then I'll just blend it out. And then even though this wasn't the shade that I initially wanted, I actually love this shade because it matches my skin really well. And like I have a few blemishes here. I haven't been taking my supplement that gets rid of hormonal acne, just kind of testing to see, you know, what my hormones were doing. But I don't know if you can tell how well this kind of covers those little darker spots. And the acne that I get on my chin and my neck, it's gone, but it always leaves that post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, so I do like to always cover that up. I think that this covers on my skin tone really, really well. This is a very creamy concealer, but I don't necessarily set this with powder because even though it's creamy, it blends so beautifully into my skin and it kind of sets on its own, so I don't need to use a separate powder to set this. I just think this looks so beautiful. And then if I have any areas of hyperpigmentation that I want to cover up, I'll just dot a little bit of this concealer there as well. And the other one I have from Fit Glow Beauty, this one is called Eye Bright. I love this one. This has got a yellow tone to it, but if you just feel like your skin kind of looks blah and you just want to kind of brighten it up, I will just either mix it with the concealer, or I like to put a little dot right here in that inner corner of my eye where it can kind of get a little bit darker, and I'll just put a little dot here, and then I might even put a little bit here, here, and right above my Cupid's bow. And you can see how just one little dot, look at how much this spreads. So this is also really great if, you know, say you're not into highlighter. You know, a lot of people aren't into the shimmery sheen, but you do want your face to look highlighted, just kind of lit from within. this is a great product to use for that. For my bronzer, I'm going to use this one by Osmosis. I absolutely love this bronzer. Leah at Skin Beautiful RX, she had mentioned it, and so I went ahead and bought this. She told me that this is a dupe, an identical dupe for one that's ridiculously expensive from Tom Ford. Now, I don't know what the Tom Ford one looks like or how it performs, but look how pretty this bronzer is. There's no shimmer in it or sparkles, but it's not like a flat matte. It just kind of looks like glowing pretty skin, but it's not like a highlighter or anything. I wouldn't even have to use a blush with this if I didn't want to. And I also use this very, very often as an eyeshadow. It just makes a perfect, natural, super quick look. I'm just gonna prime my eyes next with my Milani eye primer. I just use the smallest amount for both eyelids. But for my eyeshadow today, I am going to use a palette that I got maybe a couple months ago. I was looking to buy some more things on Skin Beautiful RX's website, so I decided to try Clean Beauty eyeshadow, but luxury Clean Beauty. And this is by Fit Glow Beauty. Mine's a little messy because I've had it for a couple months now, but this has a huge blush in it, and then it has 5 eyeshadows. Now this color eyeshadow doesn't belong in it. Let me show you which one goes in it real quick, just so that you're not confused. This eyeshadow right here is the one that goes in it. This is their night palette. And this one was just recently sent to me in PR, but I had bought this one a little while back. So you can just kind of put your finger in this little groove and you can pop these out, and this is magnetic underneath. So since I had the other palette and I really liked this dark shade, this is what I use for eyeliner, I put that into this palette. This blush is probably the most beautiful blush I've ever used. I've got to say, I've been using this now for a couple of months. This is by far, clean or not clean, luxury or not luxury, this is the best palette I have ever used. Not just because of the colors that are in here, but the quality of these eyeshadows. And it's almost as if there's skincare, which actually I think there is. There's great ingredients in here. There's plant collagen in these, there's cloudberry seed oil, and there's green tea. After using these for a couple weeks, I started noticing my eyelids were smooth. They weren't as crepey as they were before, and my eyes never dry out and get itchy the way I notice sometimes they can when I use my super cheap eyeshadows that, you know, maybe don't have really good ingredients in them. So the ingredients in here are amazing. This brand is cruelty free. Again, it's a clean beauty brand, but it's free from all kinds of crazy stuff that could potentially, you know, be harmful. So I'm just gonna use this dual-ended eyeshadow brush. I don't know where I got this, maybe in a beauty box, like a Birchbox, a monthly subscription. I think it says it's a crown brush. If I can find it, I will link it. But this is what I've just been using just because it's easy and it's got both ends that, you know, I can get my whole eye look done just with this one brush. Pretty much all I do, I use all of these colors, but pretty much all I do on a daily basis, I put this one or this one in my crease. I make my eyeliner or the outer V sometimes with this darker shade, and then this shade right here is the one that I always put on my lid. If you want to brighten it up a little more, take that super light shade, and then sometimes I'll just put a pop of that light shade right here, you know, where it's kind of dark, and look how that just kind of brightens up my eye. See right here, like I went down a little bit too far because I have just a little bit of hood in my eyes. I mean, some days they're worse than others, but you know, they're not super bad, but you can kind of see where this part of my eye kind of hangs down a little bit over and kind of makes my eyelid disappear. So sometimes when I'm doing my eyeshadow, if I'm just slapping it on, I might get a little messy. So I'm just gonna show you real quick how I take a smidge of concealer. I mean, you can draw it, but then I feel like I have too much concealer. I'll just put like a couple little dots there, and then I'll just take a sponge or even my finger, and then I will just super lightly kind of just blend it. For my blush, I will use this beautiful peachy pink shade that's in here, but I also want to show you this that I got. I love this, especially for summertime coming up. This is by Color Science, and this is an SPF 50 blush stick, basically. Look how pretty this color is. I love this. This is good. You can put this on your cheeks, your lips. I don't really like this shade of pink on my eyes, but they have a kit that I want to get. I only bought this one, but now that I know I love it, I want to get the little kit. And I think you can use my 25% off discount code to get this. I'll link it down below if you can still get it on sale with my code. But they have a kit that has like a lighter peach shade that would be real pretty on the eyes and as kind of like a highlighter, and a really pretty lip color. And then they have a brown shade that's kind of like a bronzer or a contour, but it's sunscreen. It's mineral sunscreen, SPF 50, and it does not break me out. So if you're looking to have some makeup on when you go to the beach, but you still want to be protected, I feel like when you layer you know, put your regular sunscreen on, but then if you're layering makeup that has sunscreen in it, it's like, hello, you're even more protected. And this is so, so pretty. If you have super duper oily skin and you don't like a glow, you're not gonna like this. But if you have dry skin or normal skin and you don't mind a little bit of a glow, it dries down to a nice natural finish, but I am gonna put a smidge of this on in the very end, just because it's so gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this. So for my blush, I'm gonna use the shade that's in here, and I'm going to use this double-ended Fit Glow Beauty brush. This one's great, you know, if you wanted to do your bronzer or your contour, you could do it with this. This one, you can get, you know, a little bit more precise with your blush or with your contour with this as well. So I also have these from Fit Glow Beauty. Not gonna use these today, but I wanna show you real quick how pretty these are. These are their cream blushes. I think they're called like Lumi Pop. This is the shade called Pop. Look at this. Oh, I love this shade. Look how pretty that just brightens up your cheeks. And then I have this shade also. And this one I think is like a highlighter. This one is called Joy. It's really sheer, but it's just such a beautiful, kind of a peachy with a hint of brown in it. It leans more warm. It's just, this is so, so pretty. But this one does have a little bit of a shimmer in it, not glitter, no chunky sparkles, nothing like that. These are gorgeous. So if you're looking for some more clean beauty, you know, makeup in general, you need to check out this brand, Fit Glow Beauty. And I do have a discount code for 20% off at Skin Beautiful RX on all of the Fit Glow Beauty products. Is that such a pretty color blush? See how soft and pretty this blush is for a daytime look. And I feel like, you know, I already have really high cheekbones and I've gained some weight during the quarantine, so of course there's a lot more meat in there now, but I feel like it just makes my cheeks look even more lifted than they already are. For my highlighter, I'm gonna use another product by Osmosis, but this is their highlighting quad. So it has 4 beautiful shades. It's got this pink, more of a golden color, more of kind of like a yellow, and then just kind of like a neutral beigey kind of shade. I love this not just for my highlighter, but I use this as an eyeshadow. So I will use the Osmosis bronzer in my crease, and then I use one of these on my lid. And I usually use, you can already see where I'm taking a dip out of it, I usually will use this pink highlighter shade on my lid. It is so, so pretty. So I think I will just use this really pretty pink, and then I will use this as my highlighter. You know, a lot of times highlighter is going to accentuate wrinkles. It's gonna accentuate pores. And this is another clean beauty brand that it just doesn't accentuate anything. It looks so pretty on. And one little tip I learned from my friend Melissa, I will link her channel down below. I used to do highlighter like this. And then she said, well, if you do it like this and you're smiling, then the grooves from where your little fine lines are, it's not gonna get any highlighter in. She was saying, when you do your highlighter, put it on and pull it down this way so that you make sure every little groove kind of gets filled also, so that you don't have any like skipped spots, if that makes sense. So anyways, that's how I've been doing my highlighter now. So I don't go like this anymore. I just kind of lightly pull it this direction. And then I'm not huge on putting a ton of highlighter on my nose, but I'll just put just a super, super light, whatever's left over on the brush, I'll put some there. And then I'll even just use my finger and put some right above my Cupid's bow. This is a product I wanted to show you real quick. A lot of times when I'm finished with all of my makeup, if I feel like my pores still kind of look big, or maybe I feel like I'm a little too glowy, this is something I absolutely love. It's from Paula's Choice. This is called Shine Stopper, and you just need like the smallest amount. Let me just show you how much I would use. I would use like this much. And all I will do is I'll just take that same sponge that I did my makeup with, and I'll just kind of, you know, blend it around and then just get it on the end of the sponge. And then I will press it over top of my makeup really lightly, doesn't disturb my makeup, and I'll just do it in the areas where I want to kind of get rid of some of that, you know, shine, or where my pores look kind of large. This to me will keep everything set in place all day. But if you have oily skin like I do, especially in the summertime, summer is mainly when I use this, you're not gonna look like you dipped your face in a bucket of chicken, because this is gonna pretty much prevent those oils from peeking through after a few hours. So I still will have that glow, but for me, this just makes my makeup look really, really pretty. For my mascara, I'm going to use this one by City Beauty. I love this mascara. This is their Beyond Mascara, and this will make my lashes look so long and like I have fake lashes on. What I love about this mascara is not only does it make my lashes super long and lifted, it's a volumizing mascara, but it also has good skincare ingredients in it also. So it's kind of like 2 products in one. It's a lash conditioner and a mascara. I don't use this all the time during the day if I'm wanting to have a super natural look, but if I'm wanting my lashes to look super wispy and super long and thick, and if I want to make it look like I have on fake lashes, this is the mascara I will reach for. Now, if you've noticed, I have not even touched my brows yet. And I was gonna do them, but I thought, no, wait a minute, I need to film a couple videos today. So I know you guys have been asking for me to do my part 2 of that super easy, amazing brow hack that I shared a while back. So I am going to film right after this, the part 2 with a few other tips and tricks. I don't know if you guys already saw that video, but I'm gonna link it. So if you wanna see a super, super easy hack of how to do your brows in seconds, doesn't matter what kind of brows you have or if you have no brows, that's what my part 2 is gonna be today, to show you if you pretty much have no brow hairs so that you can do this super easy hack in seconds and have beautiful brows every single time. So I won't be showing you how I do my brows on camera in this video. So let me show you this real quick, even though I already have blush on. This one's called Berry, and again, this is a all mineral SPF 50, but it's makeup. So if I wanna keep this in my purse or wear it to the beach, I just put a smidgy here on my cheeks, and then I just use my fingers and just kind of blend it in. I love this color. Let me put a little more here. But like I said, they have a kit that has 3 of these, and I want to get the lighter peachy shade. The peachy shade was almost the same color as the powder blush that I put on. But again, these are SPF 50. Now I'm going to wipe off my city lips, and I'm going to put on my lip color. So what it did, me having the city lips on initially while I've been doing my makeup, it's just kind of given time for my lips to just plump up a little bit. You know, I don't feel like they look huge, but I do feel like they look bigger than what they did when I started my makeup. For my lips today, I want to try this one. This was sent to me in PR. This is by the brand called Alter Ego. These are almost identical to my City Lips matte. Now, of course, these don't plump or anything like that, but the shades and the texture and the way they feel on my lips, they're very similar to my City Lips matte, and they're almost identical to the YSL, I think they're called the Tatouage Couture. And this is a perfect kind of a pinky corally shade for the summer. I think this is so pretty. So if you're wanting your lipstick to stay on all day long, you could wear it just like this, maybe even do a little lip liner, but I still love a lip gloss. So what I like to do is lightly blot it, and then I'm gonna take that same City Lips that I used in the beginning, and I just put a little bit of gloss right in the center of my lips. I know a lot of us like that lighter shade in the center. I will even use this highlighter quad and just pick whatever color, blend it into the center of my lips with that lip gloss, and now I have kind of that ombre effect where my lips look even fuller. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, but you would like to be, I would love to have you here. I will link all of the shades and all of the products that I use down below, and anywhere that I have discount codes, I will make sure I link those as well to help you save a little bit of money if you are looking to purchase some new makeup. And leave me a comment down below. If any of you've tried anything new, whether it be makeup, skincare, maybe not even new to the market, but something that's new to you, that you wanted to share with me or share with anyone else reading comments, I would love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.